Hello guys and welcome to the Relationship Report. In this video, Kevin Samuels spoke with a 30-year-old caller who revealed her high standards for a potential partner. However, as the conversation unfolded, it became clear that the caller had unrealistic expectations, especially when it comes to the financial status of her partner and how it would influence how she would treat him. Let's see how Kevin dissected the caller's mindset.
Hi.
She got the straight Rick James 1980 super freak going on. She's a super freak. Super freak. She's super freaking. Yeah, go ahead, Zoe. Temptation saying, whoa. Go ahead. Your high standards keeping your ass single?
They could be.
How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 30.
All right. How many kids you got?
I don't have any children.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Dress size?
Like a size 0.
Huh? 0?
Yeah.
Is that your hair? Or is that like
Yes.
a poof? All right. So tell me, do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? You know, the whole spiel.
Yeah, I want to get married. I want to start a family, and I just want to do it under the right circumstances.
What does that mean?
I want to do it with a partner who has, enough resources to provide for me and the children.
What do you mean a partner? You're a wife. You're not a partner.
Okay, a husband.
I mean, are you looking on YouTube?
No, I'm not looking on YouTube.
All right. So did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college, graduated.
All right. So what was the longest relationship you've had?
2.5 years.
5 years?
I said 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And why didn't that work?
My boyfriend at the time was more marriage minded than I was.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he wanted to get married and you were just,
He was looking for a wife, and he was really particular about the qualities that that person should possess, or that woman should possess.
Such as?
He wanted to be served first when we would cook together. He wanted sex on demand. But at the time,
Okay, hold on. He wanted to be served first. He wanted sex on demand. And what's wrong with that?
Listen, it's not that I didn't have a problem. It's just I wasn't necessarily getting much in exchange.
You weren't getting much in exchange?
Yeah.
Oh.
Other than the opportunity to serve a man.
Hold on. You picked him though, right?
I did pick him.
Oh, okay. You were involved with him for how many years?
2.5.
Okay. So why'd you stay after the first time he asked you to serve him? Since he was such a deadbeat bum who didn't deserve a meal to be served to him.
I don't know if I said that he was a deadbeat bum.
Well, he wasn't all that. I mean, because all he asked to do was to be served and then to have sex on demand. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't my question is this: if he wasn't worth doing that for, why did you stay past that day?
I stayed past that day because I wanted to be in a relationship with him.
Why?
And I was hoping things would work out.
Why?
Because at the time, I felt like that was just a woman's role in a relationship.
No, a woman. No, your boyfriend wanted you to serve him food and sex on demand. You did not want to do that, right?
It's not that I did not want to do those
Did
things.
you do it?
That's not what
Did you do it?
I did, but I became resentful.
Okay, which meant he wasn't worth it. If he had $50 billion in the bank, would you have been resentful of serving?
If he didn't spend any of that on me, it's,
All right, ma'am. You know the game. Okay, now we're getting there. All right, now we're getting there. You know the question I'm answering. You know the question I'm asking. But you want to slice it down to where you can always be right. Let's try this again. If he had $50 billion in the bank, would you have had a problem serving him and giving him sex on demand?
No, Kevin.
Of course you wouldn't. So you making that distinction was... All right. So, why'd you stay?
I stayed because at the time I thought that love was all that was really needed for a successful relationship.
Okay. But you loved him, just not enough to not be resentful of having to have sex with your boyfriend? I don't understand where this is. I mean, we're talking about having sex with your boyfriend. Why would you become resentful of having sex with your boyfriend and then serving him food?
I came
Now, hold on.
resentful because,
If you loved him,
well, I think I became resentful because in that relationship, my needs were not being met.
what does that mean?
I think,
what needs weren't being met?
well, I think provisions,
Were you his
you
wife?
know, I was not his wife, I was his girlfriend.
Then you don't get provision. That's a wifely thing. Did he want to marry
Okay.
you? Did he want to marry you?
He didn't propose.
All right. So, as we go back, you were with the man that you stayed with him because you said you loved him, but then you resented him for doing basic stuff. And then, why stay for 2.5 years? Why not leave? That's the real kind of question, man, because what I'm trying to get to is, ma'am, you picked the situation.
Correct.
All right. So,
and I think honestly, I thought it was the best that I could do.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you for finally answering the truth. A woman who finally said the truth. I was with this dude because this is the best I could get. Make me have to ask you 50, 11 million questions, but that's it. This is the best I could do.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you do better now? Uh-oh.
I mean, compared to my 25-year-old self.
Can you do better than this now? I'm just asking, can you do better?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Who are you seeing right now?
A gentleman who's 35 and he's a professor.
Professors aren't, do you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
Ideally.
So that's a yes.
Yes.
So again, yes or no questions to get yes or no answers. How many kids do you want?
2.
2. Do professors make enough money to have a wife with 2 kids to stay at home?
Well, he's currently making around $215.
And what city or state?
Los Angeles.
That ain't shit. In Los Angeles, that's $100,000. It's $107,000 anywhere else. 215 is. There's a police sergeant. There's a police a 6-year police guy, L.A. 6 years, made $275,000 last year. A cop.
I said currently,
but my point is, no, listen, man. My point is $215,000 is not enough in LA to afford a wife to stay at home with 2 kids. And professors are not fast track or exponential earners. He's making what he's going to pretty much make. It's not like a professor can say, I'm a first-year professor, but in the 10th year, man, I'll be pulling down $1 million. No, he's gonna be making 215. That money's not gonna go much. Why don't you want to work?
I'd like to work from home if I had to work.
Yo, you're gonna work. You're going to work. I mean, you're 30 years old. You're not a young woman. You're gonna work. You're in LA. You're gonna work. And this is what I mean by these super high standards. I don't have to ask you where you rank. I already can tell that you really feel like you should be getting more than you are. But your life is showing you different.
Correct.
In LA, ma'am, do I have to go there?
No. I know exactly what you mean.
So
it's very competitive.
So why be resentful of guy, because I mean, this is what I don't understand. Why be resentful of a man who just wanted you to serve him some dinner and have sex with him?
I would not be resentful of that if I felt like in the future I would be able to have a relationship where I got to work from home and be provided for. I would
Exactly.
not become resentful of that.
Say it again. I would give you what you want if you can provide for me above the level of somebody on my level should get. That's what you basically said. I would give you basic service because just having sex with your boyfriend is basic as hell. And serving him first is just a matter of courtesy. But you willing to do something basic and courteous if he could do something that's extraordinary. Sitting your ass down in the house and not having to work. Yeah. This is a perfect example of a woman who wants a better deal than she brings.
I agree.
That's why I said, does your but why do you feel so entitled? Why do you feel like you should get that? I mean, I'm gonna ask the question: what's so special about you? Why should you get an elite level treatment?
I don't think I'm any more special than the next woman.
But you want more special than the next woman. You don't want what 72% of mothers in this country work full or part time.
And I would be willing to work from home.
Working from home is a luxury that most women don't get. That's bullshit. Most people don't. 20% of people own businesses. 70 to 80% of people in this country work for somebody else. Why are you so special? Here's the question. What's your degree in?
Biology.
Name me a fucking biology company that you can work from home for. You didn't go to school to work from home.
No, I didn't. I'm currently working from home.
A biology major. You don't have a lab at home.
I don't.
I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. And see, this is why so many of our sisters end up eternally unmarried. You know how many white women or non-black women I mean who are biology majors, who are wives, who have jobs somewhere and are just happy to be with their man. And you're sitting up here talking about, I began resentful because he wanted me to have sex. Well, you'd have been happy if he'd have been having sex with somebody else instead of you? No. So he can't get it from you, and he wouldn't got it somewhere else, he couldn't get it. So there's a meal. Go get your own shit out of there, Negro. Okay. You're cuter than most. Your ass is up on your shoulders. That ain't gonna end up well, man. Attitude adjustment will be well deserved. Because you in LA. LA, you are average cute. You know that. LA, one of the most competitive markets in the world. And there are women out there who have more on the ball, more on their resume, and far exceed your looks, who don't get what you're asking for.
Okay.
Best of luck. I'm sorry, I have little to no patience for women who sit up there like butter won't melt in their mouth, like a man is supposed to go out and slay the entire world for an average looking woman to do just ordinary stuff. Understand something. All she was offering was sex and courtesy. That's it. That's the extent of her offer. You can get access to my body and basic courtesy. Ain't that a bust?
And there you have it, guys. Kevin Samuels provided valuable advice to the 30-year-old caller. The caller admitted to feeling resentful of her previous boyfriend because he was an average earner, which raised questions about her level of respect for men who don't earn millions of dollars. Kevin challenged her sense of entitlement and provided a reality check on the competitive dating market in Los Angeles. As always, Kevin's no-nonsense approach to relationship advice offers valuable insights for anyone looking to improve their dating life. Thanks for watching, and be sure to let me know your thoughts on the call in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Relationship Report for more thought-provoking content. See you in the next one.